Today at All Out Brick, we're going to be taking a look at LEGO set 10281, the Bonsai Tree. We're going to build the set and then give it a review and a score. Let's get started. Hey everyone, I'm Christian from All Out Brick. If you're a first time viewer, welcome to our channel, and if you've seen us before, welcome back. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the LEGO Bonsai Tree, which was released by LEGO in January of 2021. This set, along with the flower bouquet, launched a theme of what I will assume will be quite a few sets called the Botanical Collection. The Botanical Collection offers some revolutionary builds and even includes some brand new plant-based pieces. LEGO has sourced out plastic bags in many of their stores across the country and world, and now it seems like they're shifting gears towards plant-based pieces. I see the Botanical Collection as the perfect way to launch this. Taking a look at the packaging, on the front of the box, we have a nice grand image of the bonsai tree when it is completed. The top of this has a Botanical Collection logo and the bonsai tree font. There's some really interesting details on the O in bonsai. Of course, we have a black background which matches the rest of the 18 plus sets. This is another one of those, as seen on the bottom dark tan banner, which has the set 18 plus 10281, 878 pieces. On the back of the box, we have a nice alternate image of the bonsai tree displayed with the blooming flowers. This, of course, is an option with the set. You can display it with the green or the blooming ones. You see the green ones on the ground there. And then there's 3 images that show the rotation of the flowers, along with 2 other pictures that depict the base and the size of the model when it's completed. On the left side of the box, there's a close-up image of the bonsai tree, as well as an indicator as to which of the pieces are plant-based. I think there's more than just this single leaf. This is just the one that they displayed on the box. And on the top of the box, there's the botanical set name in a different language. I believe this is French, along with an actual size image of one of the leaves of the bonsai tree, which helps give you an idea of the scale of it once it's completed by looking at this and the front of the box. Let's go ahead and crack this thing open. There are 2 thumb punches on the bottom of the box here. So I'm just going to go ahead and punch this first one out. You can feel some bags in there already. Punch the second one. And now comes the tricky part of getting that off easily. There we go. There's 1. And there's 2. Alright, so there's definitely some bags in here. Got a bag 1. I see a teal brick separator. Ooh, bag 5. That's more than I thought. There's a loose brown wire there. Bag 6. There's a lot of bags in here. Got a bag 4, bag 2, bag 3 that has a lot of loose 1x1 plates, the instructions, another brown wire, and that is it. So in total, we received 6 numbered bags, an instruction manual, and 2 loose brown pieces. Now let's go ahead and get started with the build. After 75 minutes, we have our bonsai tree build completed, and the first thing that sticks out to me is there's a ton of detail going on in the stump of the tree. Really excellent stuff here. Some new building techniques I didn't think of. They implemented 2 different brown vines in a very clever way. They wrap around the tree and add a little extra bit that I wouldn't have thought should have been there. The geometry here is really cool as well. It's built on an angle and almost like it's sloped, and at first I was wondering, like, is this just going to be like a hinge piece the way it's built? But it's really locked into place quite sturdy. Some of those plates are a little bit more delicate to attach than others, but I'm impressed on how they were able to get the slope geometry because it adds so much more to the build than if it was just like flat and sticking straight up. Gotta hand it to the designers on that one. The base surface here is also really impressive in my mind. They chose to use a design style where you mix together a bunch of different colors of these round 1x1 tiles, and then you pour them into that surrounding area that was previously empty, and then you get a really interesting result that has different colors popping out, and it's just a really great mixture. It almost kind of looks like fallen leaves or like a dirty soil. It's very interesting in my opinion, and I'm glad that they did that. Of course, they didn't do this with the flower bouquet, okay where they didn't like give you water studs or something, but they do go to show you that, yeah, we can do it if we want to. We just chose not to do it for that set. They did it for this one. I'm glad they did. Working our way on the model from bottom to top, on the very bottom we have a nice brown platform, and on top of this is the black display platform. And the brown platform in my mind really adds this like element of Asian architecture to the bonsai tree, really helps fill in the gaps. Like, sure, it could have worked with just the black display block that they include, but adding the brown below it to me adds like a very nice stylistic touch. The black display itself is very sleek. Like, I touched on the inner soil part, very impressed with that. It's just a very clean display. There's some tires on the bottom that give it some friction while it's sitting on this brown platform, so you don't have to worry about it sliding around or anything or falling off. It's on there nice and securely. Then moving up, we have the trunk of the tree, which, like I said before, lots of really cool details in here, some new building processes, some different color pieces that you might not have seen in these colors before. And then on the very top we have our leaves. For the green leaves, they look pretty good. I think they could have done like a little more color differentiation in here. It's just kind of like a bright green and then a standard green color between the different pieces. They kind of blend in. They don't look extremely like contrasting, so they don't pop very much, but it does look pretty good. I'm not familiar with like what the regular bonsai tree looks like in real life. However, I feel like it's a little bit bare when you're looking at it with the green leaves displayed. Something feels like it's just a little bare for a Lego model. Now, the tree might look exactly like this in real life, and then in that case, I guess it'd be a perfect representation. But when you're looking at like a Lego tree, it feels a bit bare, and you can see like some of those brown pieces sticking up, and it kind of takes away from the model a little bit. But that being said, I think they did a nice job with the leaves that they did include, and it looks pretty good from a distance, and from certain angles it looks unbelievable. One thing that this model includes is the ability to switch up the leaves that are on the tree. There's these green ones, and then there's also like these blooming flowers, and in my opinion, the blooming ones look much better. They completely eliminate the issue that I had before with it looking a little bit bare, completely fills everything in, and I feel like the color palette here, there's a little bit more contrast. You have like the bright white for the leaves, and then you have some dark pink and then some bright pink. It really gives a nice like blooming look, especially right now it's springtime, so maybe that's just a little bias going to there, but the flowers would be blooming this time of year. To switch up the display, it's very easy. The way it's designed, the leaves are attached to the ends of the branches, and so it all just comes apart from like this Technic axle pin, and you just pull them out, swap them in for each other, and then all of a sudden you've got a nice display. This also allows you to really customize it in any way that you want. The instructions have a nice gallery at the end of them that show all of the different types of like inspirations or things you could do with the bonsai tree, just working from this exact type of trunk. And there's a lot of really nice inspiration in there, and it makes you think like, dang, I wish they included more. But the fact that they included two, I'm really happy that they did, and it allows you to like switch it up from every now and then. You're not stuck with like just a green one or just blooming flowers. Like, you can switch it up however you want. Super easy to do, and both options look great. The blooming ones look, I mean, better in my opinion, but that doesn't take away from the green ones that they look pretty good. They're just a little bit bare for my taste. Being that this is a part of the Botanical Collection line, I feel inclined to compare it to the Flower Bouquet set, since we did that review already. And I gotta tell you, this one's definitely below the Flower Bouquet. I think there's not an enormous gap, but there's a pretty good one there. The Flower Bouquet, in my opinion, just tackled a completely different beast. It made these life-size flowers. All of a sudden you could display them in your home, and this is a great display piece too, but the Flower Bouquet is just on another level. Going back to this, what I think overall of the bonsai tree, like I said, it's a really nice display piece. This is something you could stick on your shelf, or you could stick on your desk, and no one's gonna look at it and be like, is that like it looks really nice. It just is not as good as the other ones. Like, I don't want to say that this is a bad build or anything, but you know, it's pretty nice. It's not on the level of other sets that we've seen in this theme. In terms of availability, this set is on the tougher to find right now. It's March 2021, and it's kind of like, it depends on the store. Right now on shop, on like Lego Shop, it says it's temporarily out of stock. That isn't necessarily the case. I would urge you, if you're interested in this, check like the store search, and you might find that a mall or a Lego store near you does have this set in stock. And if you do find it, I say this is one of the sets where it's like, yeah, purchase it. Unless of course like the Flower Bouquet is next to it, then I would get the Flower Bouquet instead. But if you see this set and you're kind of thinking about it, yeah, just get it, because right now Lego stock, you really don't know when it's going to be made available as fully as it once was. As for a score, I feel like the bonsai tree is worthy of an 8.0. It's not up to the point of where you're like, yeah, like you need to go get the set, like make sure you're prioritizing the set, but it's also not in the range of like pretty good. Like it's somewhere right in there. So I think 8.0 is like a nice spot of, yeah, if you see this set, pick it up. And if you're looking for like a nice display piece, put this on the list of things that could work. It's definitely smaller than the Flower Boutique too. So if you're limited on space and you just want something small in like your desk, this is perfect. You know, it's not going to take up a whole lot of room, and it looks really good. There's some nice geometry and details going on, like I had mentioned earlier in this review. So 8.0, that's your review. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, be sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel to be the first to see all of our future content. Also, be sure to check us out on our website and on our Facebook and Instagram pages. Until next time, stay bricking.